So, welcome to the SwimmerJoe Show. We're here on location in Austin, Texas at Mellow Johnny's. It is Tour de France month coming up, so we thought we'd come to Mellow Johnny's and sit in a conference room and talk a little swimming. We have a couple of special guests. We have Eddie Reese from University of Texas. He's the men's head swim coach. And we have Reed Snyder, who swam for Eddie. Is that correct?
Not quite, but
almost. That's good. We're guys. On the screen below is a chat. You can ask as many questions of Reed or Eddie that you want. Ask me. We have a few kids in the audience. You can ask them, but it's below the screen. Chat away all you want. And so Eddie, you've been coaching for a while.
That's true.
You've been coaching for a while, and the reason we have Eddie is because he has a Florida connection. This is Florida Swim Network. Eddie went to Mainland High School, and then you coached where?
I went to the University of Florida after Mainland.
All right.
And after I got my master's, I went away for a year. Went back in time to Roswell, New Mexico. And people say you can't go back in time.
Did you coach there?
Coached there. Taught physical education in the elementary school. If I had to get a real job, that's what I'd do. Came back and I was assistant coach at Florida for 6 years.
Florida, did you hear that? He almost started at University of Florida. It was funny. I was looking, when I went to Florida, I was looking at a picture and I go, that looks like Eddie Reese. What's he doing here? Randy's coaching me in the 80s. And I see Eddie there, and you're there in the 60s, right?
Actually, maybe earlier. I was here 59 to 63, but freshmen weren't eligible.
Right. Okay. But you coached there when? You coached there 66 to 68 in there somewhere?
66 to 72.
Wow. Who were the head coaches back then?
Bill Harlan and Buddy Crone.
Gotcha.
Both diving men, both real good people.
So you showed them how to do it back then?
I was busy trying to learn how to do it. Sadly, I'm still trying to learn.
Yeah, we know. 10-time national champ, NC2A champ, men's, right?
Yeah.
3-time Olympic coach, men's head coach, right?
Yeah.
And then 3-time assistant.
Yeah.
Big time stuff. So, tell me about when you left Auburn, which you didn't mention. I know this, I don't like to mention Auburn either, but we left Auburn and you went to Texas. Tell us about 1978 and working your way up. And what happened in 78, and then 79, 80, you went from whatever, 20th, 21st, all the way to
Somewhere
better. Yeah. So tell us how that all happened, how you find athletes, all that kind of stuff.
Wow, that brings to mind a lot more stories than you want to hear. But it's funny, we were at Auburn for 5 years and we had bought some land and we were going to build a house. And we built the house, we got in it on Halloween. And for some reason, I was kidding my wife. I said, well, don't get used to the house because we're going to the University of Texas. And there was nothing out there like that. It was purely a joke. Had I not done that, we'd still be at Auburn. There had been no doubt about it because we had a nice little house on a 5-acre pond that anybody in this room could catch fish on any day of the week.
Wow.
And I mean, what else is valuable?
Yeah.
That's got to be the most important stuff going.
Of course. Of course.
Well, anyway, I kidded, and then I used to run Snake Hill at Auburn at lunch, and
So you're a runner?
Back in the old days, back when they had canvas tennis shoes, and only one
Chuck
style.
Taylors.
Yeah, Converse, I think. I was going for a run, and I got a call from the University of Texas. It was the captain of the team. He said, Coach Pat Patterson was going to leave, and was I interested? And I said, sure, put my name on the list. So I wrote my wife a note. I said, I was very poetic. You know, the time you fear now is here. And left that in her mailbox, and I went for a run. And I'm going up the hill. Pretty soon here comes this car behind me fast. And so she wanted to know what it was. And from there, I came out and visited. Darrell Royal picked me up on a Sunday afternoon. I looked at him, I said, y'all are real serious about this, aren't you? And he said, why do you say that? And I said, wouldn't you rather be playing golf? He's a big golfer. He said, without a doubt. But from there, came here, and they made it easy for me. They're very much in favor of athletics. They do a great job with taking care of the tutoring side of academics, and we all know here that's got to be the most important thing.
Oh, yeah.
Or you're not going to get through, or you need to be where you want to be 10 years from now. So you've got to make academics the most important thing. Then finding swimmers, everybody says I've got an eye for them, but if I don't get to see them, I never ask the fathers. I ask the
There's a chance
mothers.
from the fathers. They're studs.
Well, that doesn't tell me anything. I ask the moms, say, how does your son look in the water? And the word I listen for is pretty, because that means somebody doesn't splash much, and they're efficient, and they've got distance per stroke. And then I just work them harder than they can ever believe, and they get better.
So you guys need to start looking pretty. Not just beating the water up, starting to look pretty.
Some of those guys are in deep trouble there, and it's not going to help.
We dress them up, though. We try to dress them up.